Hi, I'm Steggy from Elgato, and this is Stream Deck Plus. Stream Deck Plus is the latest to join the Stream Deck family. Stream Deck Plus is a programmable USB controller designed to streamline your digital life. Whether that's live streaming, video editing, photo manipulation, general task management, and more. Armed with 8 of the same LCD keys that our other Stream Decks use, Stream Deck Plus brings 2 brand new inputs that'll help you take your workflow to the next level. Simply put, Stream Deck Plus marks the next major milestone for our Stream Deck products. In 2017, we launched the original Stream Deck, a 15-key controller that changed the way we live stream forever. And since that release, we've come out with Stream Decks with more LCD keys, less LCD keys, or 0 LCD keys technically. And obviously since then, we've come out with continuous software updates as well that have empowered Stream Deck's abilities so much. In the years since, we've added dozens of new plugins, an SDK for third-party developers and community members to create and release their own plugins, a dedicated plugin store, and thousands of free icon packs, royalty-free songs, and sound effects. But today, we look ahead towards the future with Stream Deck Plus, and the new functionality it brings to the table. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about that and what you can expect now, as well as in the future. So first off, let's start with the top half of Stream Deck Plus, where we have 8 LCD keys that will behave just like Stream Deck XL, and Stream Deck Mini. So what you can do with our other Stream Decks, you can do with Stream Deck Plus. And technically, we made these keys a little larger for Stream Deck Plus, so they're even more glanceable. Now for brevity, in this video, I'm going to be mainly focusing on what's new. Now, I highly recommend you check out some of our overview videos on our other Stream Deck products if you'd like to dive deeper into the LCD keys, or our Elgato Workshop channel if you'd like to see specific Stream Deck plugin overviews to see how Stream Deck can help you with your workflow. So the bottom half of Stream Deck is where you'll find all the new additions here. Stream Deck Plus comes equipped with 4 endless dials and an LCD touch strip sitting above them. Now, what does an endless dial mean? Well, it's how it sounds like. You can spin them forever in either direction. Now, this is great because this allows these dials to be used to control things that either don't have an end, like scrolling through a video editor timeline, or controls whose value might loop around. And just so it's clear, the dials we have here have a nice tactile clicking rotation, allowing you to make the most precise controls without worry. And the dials press in as well for additional functionality. Cue the ASMR clip. So above the 4 dials, we have the LCD touch strip, and this serves 4 main functions. It acts as the display for the dial actions below, so you never forget what actions are assigned to your dials. And not only is it a label for the action, but it'll also display important information like showcasing the current value your dial is set to, such as showing you what color temperature or brightness level your key light is set to. You can tap the touch strip to execute a command that's tied to the dial action. For example, if you have a dial set to control your key light's brightness, tapping the touch strip will turn that light on and off. You can tap and hold the touch strip to execute another command, such as having a setting reset to default like in our Camera Hub plugin. And finally, you can swipe left and right to navigate through Stream Deck pages. So unlike our other Stream Deck products, you don't need to take up space on your LCD keys with page left and right keys. It can all be done on the touch strip. Now, the touch strip is really what makes these dials on Stream Deck Plus Stream Deck dials, and not just your run-of-the-mill dials. Just like we did with LCD keys, the touch strip gives you that glanceability that Stream Deck is famous for. And the touch strip is also where you'll find all of your customization options, which we've really gone kind of nuts with. You can select or upload a background image that spans the whole touch strip. You can select or upload a segment background for your different dial actions. And you can customize the title and even the icon that's on the top layer. So it's never been easier to make Stream Deck Plus yours by customizing the looks to your preference, both with the amount of options we give you, as well as the images that we include within the Stream Deck app as well. You're never more than a few clicks away from a very stylish Stream Deck Plus. Moving on to the dials themselves, this is where you'll be doing most of your controlling. So in total, each dial action has 4 different inputs. You can spin clockwise, spin counterclockwise, tap the LCD touch strip, and tap and hold the LCD touch strip. Now, you might have noticed that I left out dial press. Now, why is that? Well, we've added a new way to organize your different dial actions for Stream Deck Plus called dial stacks. Dial stacks can almost be thought of as folders for dials. You can quite literally picture a bunch of different dial actions stacked on top of one another, and then you can cycle through this stack of actions by pressing in the dial. So for our Wavelink plugin, for example, you can press the dial to change between controlling your monitor mix, your stream mix, or both at the same time. And then if you want to mute one of those mixes, you just tap the touch strip. Now, dial stacks will allow you to stack any number of actions within a single dial, so you can really go crazy with this if you dare. But if you prefer maybe having your dials be single dial actions and you don't want to create stacks, the dial press will simply emulate the LCD tap function. So for example, if you wanted to have just one wavelength mix on a dial, you could either tap the touch strip to mute that mix or press the dial to mute. We think with profiles, pages, and dial stacks that there are endless possibilities for you to be able to organize your different actions on Stream Deck Plus and create a truly powerful workflow for whatever you specialize in. Now, I've grazed the subject of actions already, but let's quickly cover the new plugins we've created for Stream Deck Plus's dials for this launch. Now, our biggest integration by far is our Wavelink plugin. With Wavelink and Stream Deck Plus, you have the full experience of an audio mixer, except with none of the hassles of a million chords or confusing UIs. You can control the volumes for your different submixes or your master output mix. You can use the touch strip to mute these mixes. And don't forget, you still have those LCD keys for things like enabling and disabling VSTs. Now, you might be saying, I don't have a Wave microphone or Wave XLR. Do I need to buy one in order to use this awesome integration? Well, I'm glad you asked, fictional viewer, because one of my personal favorite features of Stream Deck Plus is that it activates Wavelink software. Meaning, if you have a Stream Deck Plus, you have full functionality of Wavelink software. So you can have a 10-year-old USB mic, or just the microphone on your PC's headset. It doesn't really matter because with Stream Deck Plus, it'll power Wavelink software and unlock a 9-channel digital audio mixer for your content creation needs. Now, combine this integration with the ability to use your Stream Deck as a soundboard, a Spotify controller, a music player, and more, and Stream Deck Plus is easily the most powerful desktop audio controller available. Moving on, we have a new Camera Hub integration for Stream Deck and Stream Deck Plus, and this gives you easy control over your camera's different settings like ISO, white balance, and shutter speed. But if you have Facecam Pro, it gives you even more control over things like manual focusing or controlling the digital pan, tilt, and zoom on Facecam Pro. We also have an integration with Control Center, allowing you to turn on and off and control the brightness and temperature of your key light air, ring light, and more. Next, for Windows users, we have a brand new volume controller plugin, which is exactly how it sounds. This will turn your dials into a volume controller, either for your entire system volume, or you can control specific app volumes, all from your Stream Deck Plus. Now, this is a nice, simpler alternative to using Wavelink to control your different app audios if you don't need to take advantage of features like submixes or VSTs. Lastly, to keep Stream Deck Plus open-ended, we have the dial hotkey action, which allows you to assign hotkeys to the different inputs of your dial so you can create completely custom actions for whatever program you want to use Stream Deck Plus with. Now, I personally love using my Stream Deck Plus in Final Cut Pro, where I can quickly scrub through my timeline and trim or blade cut my clips to speed up my editing process. And if you're creative, Sideshow FX offers some amazing pre-made profiles and icon packs for Stream Deck Plus with different creative apps, so you can dive right into improving your workflows in apps like Photoshop, DaVinci Resolve, and Cubase at launch, and even more in the coming weeks. You can find these different packs at sideshowfx.net. But the idea here is to allow Stream Deck Plus's dials to have a baseline integration with any app that supports hotkey inputs, while we continue to bring out new direct integrations for Stream Deck Plus. And if you're curious, we're already working with third-party developers who have previously made some amazing Stream Deck plugins using our SDK. And we plan on having the SDK for Stream Deck Plus available very soon for third-party development. So hopefully you can see why we think that Stream Deck Plus is the next frontier for our Stream Deck product line. It's what you already know and love, but then with a few new tricks up its sleeve. When we released Stream Deck back in 2017, we had the tagline, "Evolve your content." Well, if you can believe it, we've evolved the evolution. I'm sure there's a Pokemon joke in there somewhere. We can't wait for you to get your hands on Stream Deck Plus. We think you're really going to love it. Stream Deck Plus is now available on Elgato.com. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to hit that like button and get subscribed to both our Elgato YouTube channel and our Elgato Workshop channel so you can catch the latest videos and tutorials to learn how to unlock the full power of your Elgato products. Once again, I'm Steggy from Elgato, and until our next video, good luck and have fun.